Sonal is there, Prerna.
Fazima.
Yeah, everyone's there.
So let them acquainted with the rules first
Hmm.
and with the topic.
Yes. As you all know, we'll be giving you a topic shortly. Hello. Am I audible? Guys, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to say yes or no
Yes,
at
you
least.
are.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We'll be giving you a topic shortly for the discussion, and again, you will be given 5 minutes to prepare your views. Then we'll be starting the discussion as usual. As we have already done that in the previous session, we'll be giving each one of you your chance to put forward your views in the first minute, in a minute, and then at the end, you'll all get a chance to conclude your. It's okay. I'll be the modulator for this session. So, any other doubts you can ask before we give the topic.
The time limit will remain the same, 1 minute for everybody.
Yeah, yeah, in each case. And yes, you have to. If you have to contradict anybody's you have to raise your hand towards the camera, N- and
First
no
of all,
ruckus should be created. No swear words should be used. Yes. And this will be
first
on
of
the.
all, you will be given 1 minute each. Initially, you will be given one minute each to keep your stand first. Then the discussion will go on further. Okay, Subhangi, reveal the topic.
Yes, yes. So the topic for this discussion is the state of journalism in India today, and you have 5 minutes to prepare. Your time starts now. Guys, we'll really appreciate if all of you would switch on your cameras. We don't want anyone to sleep behind.
We will commence from 3:28, right?
We'll begin now, I guess. It's already 3:28.
Yes, I think we'll be starting with Srija. Are you ready?
Shrija?
Is she there in the meeting? Yes, she is.
Srija, are you there?
Okay, it's okay. We'll start with Prerna.
Call next one.
Yeah, Prerna.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are discussing about the state of journalism in our country. What is journalism? Journalism is not just reporting the facts that have taken place. It has a bigger role to play. It is the awareness that is spread amongst the people. Journalism is the freedom. It is the freedom of the people to know about what is happening in our country and how do we go forward with it. Talking about journalism, our country has a history of it dating since the 1800s, when the first war of independence was fought, and there were a few newspapers which had played a great role in mobilizing journalism. We see the rights of journalists being hampered to a lot of way. We see journalists of our country behind the bars for reporting something which is against a party or which is against the emotions of certain people. Journalism has become very opinionated. That is why also there's a lot of polarization of the masses that we see today. We see there are some people, there are very few moderates. There are some people who are extremists, some people who are liberals. But right now, it is a state where people who either want certain things to be done or people who don't want certain things to be done, there are no people who want to find a midway. And that
Your
has
1 minute is up, Prerna. So, would you like to?
Conclude.
Next up,
Conclude within 15 seconds.
Yes. Next, we
so
have Nandita. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Conclude.
Prerna.
So journalism has a huge role to play, and it is also the progress of our nation. As we saw that journalism helped us to fight the war of independence, it would do that in future also if the rights of the journalists
Okay.
are preserved. Thank you.
Okay. Next.
Thank you, Prerna. Yeah, Nandita.
Good afternoon to all. I'm Nandita, and I believe the present media is largely clout driven, where people tend to take up topics that have a particular following rather than reveal or make. It is the journalist, it is a responsibility of a journalist to provide unbiased information and allow the people to make an opinion of it and judge it, irrespective of it has a following or a gathering or not, because all events regarding the social scenario and all aspects are important to be discussed. And hence this journalism is no more like that. They rather enforce an create an themselves. So it's moreover those who try to to try to bring up topics that are not usually that are not spoken about, they're usually suppressed. And presently we see that a lot of journalistic integrity is being suppressed in our nation, where they're not allowed to speak about topics they rather want to speak, rather than they just talk about things that have a following, following or have a clout. And to take an example, even
Conclude.
during COVID scenarios, yeah, the last
Keep speaking.
statement, during COVID time, we saw they did give facts about COVID, and they did give facts about disease. They did instill that fear among people, but they largely fed on fear mongering. They fed on the fear of people, and they should have rather presented it in a more factual way. And they should have, such fear mongering is not necessary, and they should be more. They should not. They should take up topics that are not clout driven.
Okay. Thank you, Nandita. Next participant,
Sonal.
Sonal.
Okay, so
Please go
in
ahead.
my opinion, Indian media or Indian journalism in the recent times have failed too many times to not notice. It is mostly TRP based, TRP chasing, and it is mostly propaganda based. Not only right wing, but it's also left wing. The job of the media and journalism in general is to paint an unbiased picture based on data and facts. But Indian journalism is mostly opinion based, which fails to serve the goal of journalism at all. There are clear signs of major bias within the journalists. Also, when we see the major media houses, they clearly have their bias towards a certain propaganda, a certain law, a certain group, a certain party, which does not at all serve the goal of journalism. So, like for example, all ODI people know that OTV is one of the most major media houses for the state of Odisha, but we have seen many a times it is biased, not exactly biased, but it fails to convey the right message. It is not very fact based. Journalism should clearly be fact based and not opinion based, which many a times we have seen in Indian media. There have been a lot of examples where we can see that Indian media houses or the journalists are clear puppets of major lobby companies or a certain party, which should not be the case. It should be
Okay, 15
more
seconds to conclude.
fact based and should be less biased. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonal. Next, we have Mamadi Akansh.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Akanksha, and I'm from fourth year. And today, I'm going to be speaking about journalism that has taken a hold in today's scenario. So we all know that India is fighting an ongoing pandemic situation, COVID-19, and here we, as the masses, the only thing that we can do is depend on a provide knowledgeable, verified source to have our information, our questions answered to the right way, so that we are not at the panic state, or we don't have to look for other sources to get our information. If our journalists, if the news channels, if that cannot provide us with these basic needs, then how we, sitting in our houses, can rely on any other sources and believe what is going on in our country? So this is what is going on, and I would like to pull out two strings which I feel I can see in today's journalism. One, we all know, Arnab Goswami, and the other that I would personally feel really refers is Barkhadar. So now one is Arnab Goswami, where I personally believe that he is one person who totally goes with the saying that empty vessels make the most noise. Because citing to a particular political party and having some opinions only to a political party and just going with it and pointing to a certain group of people and always pulling them down is not journalism. You have to have an unbiased opinion about the entire situation and reach out to the masses instead of giving an opinionated thought about any issue that is going on. It has to be a generalized, correct idea that the masses can receive, and let them judge what is right and what's wrong, and let them interpret the way they want to. Instead of putting the matter to them, I don't believe that what Arnab Goswami is doing is really correct in today's journalism. On the other hand, I would like to portray what
Yeah,
Barkha
I
does,
think
and genuinely I
minute
feel,
has
right?
been passed.
Where she actually goes to all these sites and portrays about what the actual situation of India is, about how the people are fighting, of what the people are in the situation. Instead of having an opinionated thought, she reaches out to the public, goes there, talks to them, and tries to portray their stories unbiased. I
Okay.
wouldn't say she is correct in all the
15
ways,
seconds
but
more.
I would say it's
Thank
better.
you.
So, thank you.
Thank you, Akansha. Who's next?
Next, we have Ashirvad.
Am I audible?
Abdullah, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone, my seniors and my respect.
Please
and my
switch on your
friends.
camera first. Yeah.
Hi,
His
it's-
camera is on.
Yeah.
Fine. The state of journalism in India today. First of all, what does journalism mean? It's basically production and distribution of reports on current events based on facts and supported with proof. The journalism is based on providing facts to the normal public, but nowadays it's happening like the journalists are themselves giving the judgment about a certain topic so that they can create a hype on it. And today it has come to a state where TRP, sales, and views have become much more important rather than the genuinity or spreading awareness of among people. Some journalists are using tricks like shouting, adding spice to the conversations, exposing sensitive informations. Like you can imagine of the hype which was created when Rafale came to India. They were like number of journalists ready there to shoot how Rafale is landing. All the government mentioned it that for security reasons not to shoot it, like in Taj attack, not to shoot it in front of it because that can give information to the terrorists sitting out there on the other country. But the government now the journalists have become more money minded or TRP based, so they it can be, but they just think about their TRP. Nowadays journalists are also being biased towards political parties, so focus on providing the facts and leave it to the normal public that what judgment the public should decide and not the journalist should give their judgment. Thank you.
Okay. 30 seconds more. Okay.
I have 30 seconds. Thank you.
Okay. Done. Next participant.
Saurabh.
Saurabh. Saurabh, please go ahead. Saurabh. Hello. I think
Okay, is he present in the
Yeah,
meeting?
he's in the meeting, but apparently his I don't know. His mic is on, but then his camera is not.
Yeah,
Okay, next
we'll move on
participant.
to the next participant, Abhipsha.
Abhipsa, please switch on your camera as well as mic. He's asking, am I audible? No. Abhipsa? Abhipsa is not able to connect it. Next participant?
Shrija.
Yeah. Rija, please go ahead.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, actually, I was not able to unmute myself at the time.
Yeah.
So, good afternoon, respected seniors and my batchmates present over here. So, we are going to discuss about the state of journalism in India at present. So, yes, as all of the competitors said before, that generally the journalists are not being being biased towards means the news they are providing. Yes, it's true, but the free press faced the first threat to this news during 1975 to 1977 when a state of national emergency was declared. During that time, Prime Minister of India, the Indira Gandhi, had declared raids on certain newspapers, which was actually focusing the real news. So yes, when we are arguing that the journalists are being biased and they are actually selling what the people need, but at the same time there are certain journalists who wants to put forward the data that is actual but are being suppressed at the same time. And as Arthur Miller said, that a good newspaper is what the nation speaks to itself. So I would like to keep my point by saying that at present in the COVID scenario, we can see that the journalists are putting certain data which are creating a great hype among the people, and they are exciting them or creating a fear among them. So I feel that they should instead provide a way out to it, yeah, or else they should connect. They should use the media so that the people out there can understand the way outs to this increasing count and not create a panic among them. And one more thing, that in the recent time there had been a cyclone, that is the Yas. So during that time we have seen in Digha that there were just to the level of, I guess, neck there was water. Still the journalist actual news to the people by keeping themselves safe. So it's not right on their part to take the risk of their lives when it is not necessary, and provide actual data to the people.
Okay.
Thank you.
Saurav is connecting, I think.
Yes, Saurabh, are you?
Saurabh, you're not audible.
Who is next participant?
Avipsha?
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Abhiksha from final year. So, to start with, journalism was invented to hold down the democracy and to ensure the freedom of speech and expression to people, and that was the sole purpose of invention of the media in India. So, if we focus on how bad journalism is getting nowadays, we could always focus even on the good part. Then there are, even today, there are journalists who give us the right data unbiased, because a good journalism would always be controversial, because it would never have an opinion of its own. It would always be left to the people to decide. And I would also like to state on, like journalists or journalism can never be silent. It would always have to put a point, be it okay, that's a different level when we say that they put their own bias there, but journalism would have to bring it not only facts but also with the facts, more to the facts, like not only more
15
facts.
seconds
So,
more.
so that's what I would like to say. Journalism is never going to be silent, and we could take that to be its greatest virtue and a fault, because whenever a journalist puts forth like something more than the figures, we always declare it to be his personal bias.
Okay. I think Saurav has joined again. Thank you, Avitsa. Yeah, Saurav, please go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank my seniors for raising such an important topic in this group discussion, the state of journalism in India. Firstly, I would like to say what is journalism according to me. According to me, journalism is something that embraces all the forms for which news and comment reach us. But a proper journalism, to be a proper one, it has to be free. Its wing has is oppressed by many corporates, government, and by its own journalists. For example, we have seen that the media always cover minimal issues on the western side, while it always ignores the thing on the eastern side. And media also doesn't give out a proper fact. For example, we have seen in the Bengal elections where there are mixed kind of reaction from both the sides. So I think India state of journalism has a lot to improve for proper. Thank you.
Saurav, one request. Please go to a place where network connection is good actually. The
Yeah,
sound,
it's
background
lost.
sound is coming out. Everyone else, please switch off.
Okay.
Shubhangi, your mic is off.
Yeah.
Next we have Utkrisht.
Good afternoon. Am I audible, visible?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everybody. And so today's topic we are heading towards the state of journalism in India today. So basically, journalism is considered the fourth pillar of democracy, apart from the other three: legislative, executive, and judiciary. So every pillar has their own importance in, I guess. So under the Article 19 of Constitution of India, the Indian government has given the journalism of free media. So, what is free media according to me? Free media, according to me, is that there should be they should promote open discussion on the idea that allow individuals to follow and participate in political life, and there should be equal exchange of the information between the suppressed and the idea between the both the scenario, and the people should given the people and people should be given the option about what they think. They should just provide the information regarding that, as we already seen the good journalism in case of the Anna Hazare case. Like in Anna Hazare case, the journalism was too free to like literally free media is example of free media. And in Jessica Lal murder case. So in the Jessica Lal murder case also, we have seen that it was in a city or it gained a lot of attention. So people saw that case, and generally the aggression of people rise and the justice was served. But in many part of India, there lack of journalists, and the journalism is not reaching to the villages and
15 seconds more to conclude.
villages and small towns. So basically, we need more journalists and many publishing house to so that Jessica Lal murder case and all these small issues can come up to the national television and they can get the justice done right. And there are lots of problem also, but people should so as we are seeing that people are generally losing interest in democracy, because as we already seen police are just open firing on the criminals, and people are appreciating upon that. So democracy can media can play an important role in reestablishing the trust on democracy. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Chris.
Yes.
Who's
And
next?
next we have Sneha.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I think she's the last participant.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes. Go on.
Good afternoon to everybody present here. I am Sneha Patwari from MBBS first year. And journalism plays an important role in the building of the nation. Journalism is not journalism until the journalists attain the freedom to pen down their thoughts. Indian media is the oldest in the world, dates before the reign of Ashoka. Many of the media are controlled by large corporates which reap revenue. India also has one of the largest media houses. Journalists are sometimes beaten, arrested, and forced for manipulation by authorities. They need to have a high degree of neutrality. But do you think it is actually happening? They need to take best decision for the nation. But in reality, journalism bow down to political leaders. It has to be fact-based and not opinion-based. From then till now, we have n number of examples around us. The president of the world's most powerful country, America, Donald Trump, also used to allege press people and news channels who challenged him. Journalists, no doubt, work hard to deliver breaking news, many times over a hungry stomach and thirsty throat, for people relaxing on couches at home. Their profession need to